If you're looking for the best MMORPG to play in Android this 2024, I got you. I searched through the web and Google Play stores and found this 20 best MMORPGs in Android to play. In this video, I will give you some information you need to know about these games, and links to download these games are available in the video description. Before we move on, I invite you to join our channel to get more gaming updates daily, and if you find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like to support the channel. First on our list is RuneScape. RuneScape is an MMO that is updated frequently and has a lot of content, even if it is not as popular as its old-school cousin. It has switched to more dynamic gameplay in recent years, reducing the grind that has long defined RuneScape. Although it strikes a good mix between action and grind, this is one of the list's more laid-back titles overall. Depending on your point of view, RuneScape has experienced significant changes over the years, either for the better or worse. However, RuneScape is a great option if you're searching for a casual MMO that welcomes new players. Next is Rucoy Online. The typical ultra-realistic MMO is a welcome diversion from Rucoy Online. All the clichés you would expect from an MMO are there, but the presentation is pixel-perfect, with 2D sprites populating the terrain. Although it lacks some complexity, it has a ton of features that make it entertaining to play. Although Rucoy Online has all the characteristics of a massively multiplayer online game, it's a touch narrow with only 3 character classes. But if you lack the time to dedicate to a more extensive MMO, it can be ideal for you. Third on the list is Old School RuneScape. The original RuneScape game, adapted for mobile devices, is available on Android as Old School RuneScape. Its point-and-click interface, top-down camera, and simple gameplay make it ideal for mobile devices. Additionally, its well-thought-out UI simplifies character management. You can explore hundreds of hours of content, and even without a membership, there is still a ton of free-to-play content available. You still have the Iron Man mountain to climb, even if you accomplish what most others don't and reach the pinnacle of your abilities. Because Old School RuneScape is based on the 2007 RuneScape edition, the gameplay is addictive yet a touch old. For a more contemporary take on the same thing, check out RuneScape. Because both games are cross-platform, you can start playing. Fourth on our list is Dofus Touch. Similar to Old School RuneScape, Dofus Touch is a free-to-play game with an emphasis on social gaming and a tactical turn-based combat system ported from a well-known PC MMO. Microtransactions do exist, however they are easily avoided. It's perfect for those who want an MMO with more of an emphasis on fighting than leveling up abilities. You'll note that Dofus Touch has less content than its desktop equivalent if you're familiar with the PC edition. You won't, however, run out of things to do very soon because there is a ton of content to keep you busy. If you're looking for an MMO that promotes active gameplay, try out Dofus Touch. Fifth on our list is MU Origin 3. While not the most inventive MMO, MU Origin 3 is undoubtedly one of the best. The combination of automatic and manual controls ensures that things never get too monotonous or repetitive, even though the sheer number of functions can occasionally appear overwhelming. If you want to check out the screen of one of the top Android phones that you recently purchased, this is ideal. The primary feature that distinguishes MU Origin 3 from its rivals is the battle system. While point-and-click gaming works well in titles like Old School RuneScape, MU Origin 3 promotes a quick-witted and dynamic gameplay style. MMO combat can range from soothing to boring, but MU Origin 3 never lets the action get boring. If you're looking for a contemporary game, then this one is a must-try. Number 6 is Toram Online. A surprisingly open, massively multiplayer online game, Toram Online promotes exploration and customization. You're not restricted to classes or skill trees, and the breathtaking panoramic views are a perk in and of themselves. Toram's graphics aren't particularly innovative, but the environment is made to maximize their potential. While Toram Online doesn't really change the traditional massively multiplayer online model, its special features and fluid gameplay make it worth a try. If Genshin Impact doesn't appeal to you and you're sick of generic fantasy settings, play this instead. 7th spot goes to No Kuni Crossworlds. The most recent title in this list is No Kuni Crossworlds. With its stunning graphics and all the features you would expect from a contemporary MMO, it's an absolutely must-play game. If the images look familiar, that's because Studio Ghibli handled all of the Crossworlds animation. This game features amazing graphics in addition to a deep plot and cast of characters. It's an amazing creation that demonstrates the potential of a mobile massively multiplayer online game. Try this out for a contemporary, well-executed MMO that won't let you down. 8th spot is for Adventure Quest 3D. While this isn't always the case, MMOs are often adventures that take years to finish. Try Adventure Quest if you're searching for an MMO you can finish before the universe goes to cold. You can reach the maximum level in less than a year if you play for a few hours every other day. Here, you won't find lengthy quest lines or intense PvP combat. Rather, you get a lighthearted, simple, laid-back MMO. This game doesn't have a lot of monetization. There are choices to purchase other classes and cosmetics, just as in any MMO, but there are no pay-to-win elements. This is a great place to start if you've never played an MMO before or are looking for a lighthearted, enjoyable game. Number 9, Eve Echoes. Eve Echoes is a novel approach to the classic MMO formula. You're handed a spaceship and told, good luck, instead then being dropped into another fantastical world full of elves and orcs. It's meant to be a sandbox from the ground up, allowing you to experiment and explore right away. It's an intricate MMO that is very different from Adventure Quest, yet you won't require spreadsheets like you would with its bigger brother EVE Online. For seasoned EVE Online players, though, it's difficult to suggest. Many aspects that are great for mobile gaming are eliminated, and those players will really miss them. But for those looking for an entertaining MMO with a space theme, this is a must-play. Number 10th MMORPG is Black Desert Mobile. Try this if visual effects and graphics are your first concern. Black Desert hits the mark in achieving an incredibly realistic look. The game has a striking appearance, which only gets better when the spells start to fly. Black Desert's mechanics are somewhat typical among MMOs. Along with your primary objective, there are side tasks, a PvP option that is relatively limited, and other little things. The graphics of Black Desert have one major flaw: sometimes they are overly detailed and blend together into a disorienting chaos. Instead, play it on one of the greatest Android tablets you own. Maple Story is on the number 11th spot. A delightful 2D MMO in the chibi style, Maple Story makes you smile. It's not often that a game can be this happy and have enough content to keep you playing for months on end, therefore we heartily recommend Maple Story to anyone who is even somewhat interested in massively multiplayer online environments. The advantage of Maple Story is that it is a 2D bundle with the same amount of material as RuneScape or Albion. This makes the game more about hopping around and hitting monsters than it is about clicking repeatedly or grinding out points. Number 12 is Stormfall, Saga of Survival. Stormfall is the perfect game for you if you enjoy amazing survival games but want something with a multiplayer twist. By exploring into the wild, you'll develop your character and establish your foundation from scratch. Bosses to beat, enormous spiders to fight, and dungeons to treasure are all included. A crucial component of the Stormfall experience is PvP. To maintain your foundation, you can create factions and alliances, but you must constantly be alert. If you're looking for a fantasy survival game that will test and reward you constantly, give it a try. 13th spot is Nova Empire. If EVE Echo setting appealed to you but you felt overwhelmed by the experience, Nova Empire is the place for you. With a stronger emphasis on PvP, it's advisable to start off with a more well-known clan. If not, it will be difficult for you to protect your base from attackers. Though sometimes harsh, Nova Empire offers enormous rewards. Although the option for constructing ships is a little basic, building your own fleets to deploy is always a lot of fun. But if you want an MMO that is always changing, seek elsewhere as there haven't been any significant content additions recently. Number 14 is Glowstone Online. Another excellent MMO that demonstrates that incredibly realistic MMOs aren't necessary is Glowstone Online. It's a great option for anyone looking for an MMO that's easy to get started with but still has plenty of room for advancement. You will combine items as you gather them to create stronger ones. It's a compelling, if not very difficult, experience thanks to a good fusion of casual and MMO elements. If you're sick and weary of the same old MMO grind, try Glowstone Online. Even though it's a calm experience, you might go back to it for weeks at a time. Then next MMO is called Simple MMO. MMOs are fundamentally about grinding. Simple MMO primarily relies on this, substituting text and 2D pixel sprites for 3D images. It's the ideal method to kill time since, despite its straightforward exterior, it has a surprising depth. For those who love to play fantastic idle games but would want more interaction, Simple MMO is ideal. If you want to play an MMO without having to deal with pointless supplementary content, try Simple MMO. Number 16 is Diablo Immortal. Microtransactions were criticized when Diablo Immortal was first released, however this is standard for massively multiplayer online role-playing games. Diablo Immortal has the most enjoyable combat system on this list. It combines fast-paced action RPG gameplay with a shared open environment. The microtransactions are worth mentioning again since, as you play, they get more and more ingrained in the game. But if you're searching for an MMORPG to kill a few hours every now and then, Diablo Immortal is ideal. 17th spot goes to Arcane Legends. Arcane Legends is almost 10 years old, and an MMO's longevity is what makes it good. Given its age, this MMO isn't the most inventive because it dates back to a time when the majority of MMOs had similar designs. But because of its longevity, it's still being updated today. There's a lot to explore and learn. For MMO enthusiasts who want not to overcomplicate their online experience, Arcane Legends is ideal. Join forces with friends, create guilds, construct a home, discover an ever-expanding world, and more. You can definitely find the feature you're looking for in an MMO in Arcane Legends. Dragon Raja is on the 18th spot. Try Dragon Raja on one of the greatest Android gaming phones. It has some of the best graphics we've seen in a mobile MMO. Though with a future twist, it makes use of real-world surroundings, unlike other MMOs. Even though it's rife with anime cliches, Dragon Raja's narrative will keep you interested from beginning to end. One of the few games accessible through the Google Play Games for PC beta is Dragon Raja. This implies that you won't miss a beat while playing Dragon Raja when you move from your phone to your computer. Eidolon is on the 19th spot. MMORPG autoplay mechanics are a contentious topic. Although grinding is a necessary component of the genre, many believe that automating it negates the original purpose of playing. In the humorous massively multiplayer online game Eidolon, you can program several characters to complete all the activities required for them to level up. Eidolon is a vibrant massively multiplayer online game with tons of content. Check back frequently to discover what fresh stuff the lone developer has contributed as it is updated on a regular basis. Finally, we have World of Prandis. Despite having a similar appearance to the cheap MMORPGs that are all over the Play Store, World of Prandis stands apart thanks to its special features. The first thing that makes this the best MMO for competitive gamers is that PvP is enabled all the time. Second, there are no limits to exploration. You begin with a flying mount. Try World of Prandis if you're looking for a time-efficient MMORPG. It has plenty to offer gamers of all skill levels. There you have it. The 20 best MMORPGs for Android this 2024. Let us know your thoughts on this games in the comments of which of these is your favorite. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thank you again for watching. See you again on our next video.